Brain Gamer is first. You win the no prize, Brain Gamer. Congratulations. Congratulations. Oh, why is it? What is the issue here? Frames are dropping. Why? Huh. Don't know why. It's working now. All right. We'll have to keep an eye on that. I forgot where I left off on this. What is going on here? I've been doing well. Just a little busy. A little busy. All right, let's see. I'm supposed to be drawing this during the day, but I had an appointment today. So that's the way it works out. Yo.
Hello, everybody.
I'm getting some weird. Every now and then I'm getting some weird frame rate drop for some reason. I can't figure out what is causing that. Other than this is the first time I've streamed this piece in how long, so naturally,
of course,
there's going to be some stupid. see, it's dropping frames. I don't know why that. Let me hit stop. Let's try it again. All right, seems a little more stable. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on.
Hey, Brain. Hey, Armando. Hey, Psychotech.
Hey, Kyle.
Oh, and Kyle. Hey, Kyle. Kyle, when can we watch your documentary? So we would just call Kyle a director, right? Or is it a cinematographer?
He mostly does DP, does cinematography, director of photography. So, but he did direct the that documentary. So in that case, he would be a director on that.
Yeah, Kyle, you can send me a link. I'll check it out. I'm curious. But he did. For those that do not know, Kyle Wright, friend of the podcast and channel, and Rob and me, he directed a documentary on, what's his name, Rob? Because I don't want to butcher it.
Can he talk about it?
Well, he's not, nobody can hear his voice.
They can hear my voice. Can he? Okay, Kyle, can we mention what the documentary is about, or are you still on? I think he's okay,
He posted on Instagram.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. That's why I'm saying
I don't
stuff.
see everyone's Instagram, Brandon. You know? So, all right, yeah. So for Stan Sakai.
Yeah. So if anybody would like to go look at Kyle's Instagram, there's a link on our page here, and also it's _KF right with a W _. Wish you get rid of those underscore, Kyle. Just be Kyle Wright, director Kyle, Kyle the director. I like that.
You should get Not Worth a Kyle back on.
That's so funny. So Kyle did a documentary on Stan Sakai, which, what did he create, Rob?
Usagi Yojimbo.
That is correct. So that's pretty cool. And it is playing at the Temecula Valley Museum in California.
He should get a hold of IDW, have him put it at the San Diego.
There you go, Kyle. Making copies.
I could forward it over to Dave Hitchcock. I happen to know him.
Use your connections, Kyle. And then once you get big, give me and Rob stuff.
Golf cart.
I could be in charge of the snack table.
You get nothing.
Oh, come on. I've always been good with Kyle.
Yeah, not so much with me, though.
No, but if Kyle's in charge,
I'm vindictive.
and you're not in charge,
I hold grudges.
Which is even better. What grudge would you hold over me, though?
you want me to pull up the list? It's gonna look like Santa's fucking. It's like Cartman's wish list of Santa's. What it's gonna look like. The airing of grievances. Airing of grievances.
There are not so many Kyles. There's only one Kyle that matters. And it's Kyle Wright. With a W. He is Kyle Wright the 6th. Am I reading that right? Hey, Kyle, while you're in the chat room and you do all kind of video stuff, have you ever used a light L16 camera, that pocket-sized 16 lens camera? My friend was asking me about that the other day. I had no idea. And you're the only person I know that might, besides random reviews online. He has not used one. Okay, I need to put this chat over here. Oh, man. Hey, Rob, you know what would be nice? If I was young and I healed fast instead of being this old, beat-up body that I got.
You blame age on your inability to heal?
Age and fatness. Am I allowed to say the F word? Are we allowed to say that word? My overweightness. Whatever doesn't piss people off. How goes the arm rehab? Asked Kyle. One finger forward, one finger back. It's going. The last couple days been getting like really bad rotator cuff pains, like very bad, and it's given me. It could be too also from the flu, so my joints are all wacky tobacco. But I just had a migraine the last 2 days that just suck from the rotator cuff pain. You had rotator problems before, right, Rob? Was it your rotator cuffs or your shoulder?
Yeah.
One of the two you jacked up?
On my arm too much.
Right. And mine's from, obviously this right arm's not getting used as much and everything's crutch-wise, so. Thanks for asking, Kyle. So it's just right now I smell like I bathed in icy hot because I had to have Jessica just cover me in it because my shoulder was hurting so bad.
You're developing that old guy smell, huh?
Oh yeah,
Rosewater. The rosewater's coming.
What's rosewater? Is that like cologne?
That's what old people smell like.
And that's what I smell like. But yeah, it's even like right now at the computer, like it just hurts. I know pain.
No pain. Been Catherine for 25 years.
Eating sugar regularly works for me. Oh wait. Okay, Armando, you gotta slow down. Okay. So eating sugar regularly, good. You got it. Okay. So Armando's asking, is eating sugar regularly a good idea? And Kyle says, I eat sugar regularly. It works for me. Brain says, geez, get well soon, Mega Potato. Thank you. And Psycho asks if it's my drawing limb. Yes, it is. But it's gotten to the point now where both my rotator cuffs hurt because my left arm's been doing all the work. And my... Hey, they asked. I didn't just start...
Hold on, man.
I don't want Rob to get hurt, but I also kind of do. Dick.
This will probably get me flagged, but it's worth it. Here, go ahead. Go ahead and start talking for a second. Tell me about your shoulder.
Yay, my shoulder hurts really bad. My arms. A little bit on my back. Yes. Rob is using his art time wisely.
I was once a mighty potato. Now I'm a pathetic potato.
You know, I always had a choice to either enter the room or not enter the room, and somehow I always end up getting on the podcast. My own fault.
You know, I think everyone's right. We make a good team, Brandon.
Whoever said that.
Yeah, don't you like the teamwork going on around here?
I love it. Yep. Okay, now everyone's going off on the chat. Rob is, let's see, Rob Trollmaster. Let's see, Kyle says, Rob is crying because he shares that rotator cuff pain with you. It's bonding thing that ties you both together.
That might not be what ties us together.
Let's see. Kyle says, now I'm just a small fry. And you made
Brain. Just a small fry. Hey, man, I just made that up, guys. You know,
you made Brain's day. And Psycho says, it is dynamic, that's for sure. And I guess he's talking about our wonderful... I won't call it a relationship. Because in a relationship, like, both people get something out of it usually. Rob gets nothing from me. I just take. So, yeah.
Nope.
Nope. Never even heard of it.
The only game I'm playing right now is Dragon Quest 11.
I don't even know what video games are.
How's your Twitch channel?
But make sure you guys subscribe to my Twitch channel, please. I haven't, since I've been sick, I haven't streamed anything, so it's been non-existent because I don't think anybody's. I mean, even on here, you know,
don't you know, man? You got to stream when you're sick on Twitch, bro. You're gonna lose followers.
Yeah. I have faith in my dedicated 10. Which I appreciate every one of you.
Dragon Quest 11.
Psycho still hasn't made it to 4.
Dude, it came out on the NES. It took me forever to get a copy of it, too. I didn't get to play it till like 95. But they were liquidating a rental store, and they had a copy in there, so I bought it. For $24.
Well, lucky you, Rob.
$24.
Do you still have it, Rob?
No. People stole a lot of my stuff when I joined the army.
That's the worst.
Yep. My brother just let a bunch of people into the garage to take all my shit. It took my yearbooks.
What?
Yeah. Took my yearbooks.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Like, what would you do with someone's yearbook? It just doesn't make sense.
Don't get me started.
Psycho says, I'm just going to call you Tech. Tech says, sadly, I don't play video games much anymore. I'm trying to get good at graphic design. I am learning that Adobe Illustrator from scratch.
I've been using Affinity Designer for vector stuff. It's not as full featured as Illustrator yet, but it's definitely more. For vector, it's definitely more.
What's it called? Affinity?
Affinity Designer, yeah.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I make Brandon use Illustrator.
Kyle says, I cut the pages with, quote, have a nice summer out of other people's yearbooks and paste them into mine to make me look more popular than I was. Why not just write in and just sign as if you're signing their name, Kyle? Wouldn't that be easier than cut and paste?
Are you giving him advice on how to be more efficient?
It always works out well for me.
You think you would have learned?
I learned nothing. We know this by now. Kyle has terrible penmanship. Brain said, I made my mom write in mine with different writing styles. Aw, Kyle's mom wouldn't sign his yearbook. She signed mine, Kyle. Oh! Rob, say oh like you're paying attention to the conversation.
Huh?
Fantastic. Right on cue. Armando said this is a very sad live stream. I think it's very upbeat. Oh, man. Aw, Kyle says I'm adorable, Rob. Do you agree?
Are you still
Did you really?
talking?
Yeah, did you pay attention to your followers, Rob? I said, Kyle says I'm adorable. Do you agree, Rob?
Sure, why not?
Oh, yeah. Rob's got the hots for the tots.
Careful. Careful what you throw around here, Brandon. These little phrases can come back to haunt you.
I do kind of like that one, though. Hot. Got the hots for the tots. Like tater tots.
You don't say.
Yeah. For those that might misconstrue that. Rob hates a stream, Kyle says. Kyle asks, and this is Rob's favorite subject, how did my football teams do? Well, I have 2 fantasy football teams, Kyle.
Oh, joy.
Uh-huh.
Can't wait.
In one league, I am winning 150 points.
Hold on.
Huh?
You got to do it. Since I'm already going to get, in trouble with YouTube, I may as well put on, hold on.
You don't even know. You probably tell you put on the ESPN noise. Or I could just do it with my mouth. I know it by heart.
Okay,
Then you might not get
start.
flagged.
Ready? You can start
Yep.
talking. There you go.
Now, in fantasy football news, for Mega Taters, a.k.a. Mega Potato, what did you put on?
Go ahead.
Is that like a college fight song? Leave it to Rob to pick the least recognizable football song. You could have went with the ESPN da-na-na, da-na-na, something like that, Rob. Anyways, out of my 2 teams, one team, I'm winning 150 points to 107. I am destroying him. In my other league, it is 140 to 120. I'm currently losing.
Huh?
But could win. Don't know yet. Due to the horrible storm in Cleveland, it made my quarterback play horrible, Ben Roethlisberger. But other than that, my team lit it up pretty well. So I'll win in 1 or 2 leagues, but definitely 1 for sure because I'm up by 50 points. So, and that's a big money league, so that'd be good.
Wow.
That is all today for our fantasy football updates for Mega Potato.
Okay. That's amazing. So glad we did that.
Always.
I feel like I learned something.
Good. Hey, a lot of comic book nerdy type people play fantasy football. Well, I take that back. I'd say more so. I mean, they do, but a lot of people might be more into the movies than they are the comics. But that's how most people are nowadays, anyways, with Marvel. So it's whatevs. Yay, Kyle and Hector are so happy that each other are online right now. You focus on me, Kyle. Not on Hector. I already know the answer to this one, but I'll ask for Armando's sake. Rob, are you gonna go see The Nun?
No. Sorry.
Have you seen any of the?
Nope.
I don't know what the Nun series is called.
The Annabelle
So,
Creation series or whatever. The Conjuring universe. I only know what I know of it because of Collider. So.
the Conjuring guy, isn't that the guy who's did Aquaman?
Mm-hmm. James Wan. Yeah.
Did he also do The Nun?
He created that whole universe. Yeah, he produces it and created a shared universe out of it. So all the horror geeks were like, "This is what we need for DC," and then that's why they put his producer in charge because they're used to building shared universes with horror movies. I'm like, all right, yeah.
See how that goes.
This is not my thing,
Mine either.
man.
Kyle says The Nun, is that Whoopi Goldberg movie? Rob's in his own world right now, apparently. What do you say, Rob? You in your
I
own
just
world?
love talking about sports and sports injuries.
Yeah,
Fantasy
and
draft.
I just said something about The Nun, and you just
And
glazed over it.
religion. You know, all the usual topics around here at Sketchcraft.
Kyle said The Nun, isn't that Whoopi Goldberg movie?
And Whoopi Goldberg
The
movies.
The one where she sings
One
and
with Will
runs a
Smith.
chorus?
Or Will Smith and Ted Danson's Will Smith's dad. Remember that one? That was a good one. Oh, that was a good one. Glad I went on. I sat through that fucking movie in the 10th grade. Because the chick really wanted to go see it. And I was like, I'll go on a date. Oh no, I have to go see movies I hate. I don't like them. And I vowed from then I will never go see movies that I hate just because a girl wants to. We'll go find something else to do. We'll go
What
bowling.
if I want to go see it?
We'll go bowling. I already sat through a movie I didn't want to see with you. It's called Suicide Squad. Remember that one?
Did we see that together? I thought we just saw
Yeah,
Deadpool
no,
together.
we saw it together.
Oh. Hey. Other than that, did you have a good time with me?
No, I think I annoyed you. I think you told me that I was talking too loud.
You do. Rob in person talks like he's on megaphone.
No,
In a car is way worse. If you're in a
I was animated after seeing a movie. Mostly.
If you're in a car with Rob, your ears will bleed.
It's not
That's
true.
how loud he gets.
It's not true. I wasn't talking loud when we go to Mexican food or backyard taco or anything else. We just got done seeing a shitty movie and I was animated. You just didn't like that I wasn't into it like you were. Or you were all bummed because it was a fucking lame movie. And you were like, shit.
You're a lame movie.
Little pity party. Little pity party. You can't do the voices, Brandon. You know, you're the one with the violin tonight. You're like, what did I get all these tattoos for, homie? What was it all for? What's the meaning of this?
Of life. Rob, the chat room would like to know what you are humming.
It's syncopated clock, man. You guys don't know your history.
There you guys go. For those of you that were wondering. Rob was humming Cinco de Mayo clock. At least that's what I heard.
I know you did, Brandon.
Hector, Psycho, Kyle, or Armando, feel free to ask any kind of art questions, and I will relay them to Rob.
Oh, no. I much prefer these sports and horror movie topics. That's the best. That's what I get up for. It's what I live for. It's what I do day in, day out around here at Sketchcraft.
Talking to me?
Wondering how many times Brandon gets to tell everyone about his shoulder cuff.
Technically, it's my bicep. The shoulder cuff is
His
new.
cuff shoulders. His
That's
finger
a
cuffs.
new time of finger
Yeah,
cuffs.
your finger cuffs.
Just call me Amy.
Chasing taters. It's all day in and day out around here.
All right.
Chasing taters.
Everyone's like, what?
I don't
Someone
care
will
if they
get
don't
the
get it.
reference.
I
Yeah,
don't care if they get it or not, Brandon.
I get it. Ooh, yeah, that's a good question. Tech asks, Rob, are you having fun in Photoshop CC yet?
I barely used it last night. I just prefer. I hate the interface. Like, I don't like how they made it all look with that minimal design and shit. You know, and they're like, oh, you can pick a bright scheme, but you see how there's like multicolored little tabs that are gray and dark. They don't have it. It's all one fucking thing. And even on the swatch, all the little black lines are white now. So when you go with the lighter interface, it puts white fucking halos around all your colors. So fucking stupid. Fucking dumb. They got enough
Tell
money.
us.
Give me the ability to look at whatever version I want it to look like. Give me the features and let it just look like classic fucking Photoshop, right? I don't got time for this, man. Just need to fucking use my shit and get on with life. I don't got time for this. Well, now we made it look. Fuck you. Man, let it look a certain way for one people, and then for everyone else who's been using it for 20 fucking years, I don't got time for this. If I'm gonna fuck around with something that looks different, I'll go use a different program. How about that? But I have to use these fucking features for linking objects into smart files so that they can fucking edit individual elements. So there's no way around it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So it's going good. What's the most annoying art program you've ever had to use?
Illustrator.
Yeah, I don't like Illustrator.
It just doesn't do the things that you would just intuitively go, oh, I want to grab. Nope, fuck you.
Right?
You
If
know,
you
and
could
I mean,
just
even with
draw
plugins like
like you could in Photoshop.
like extreme path and stuff like that, it helps mitigate some of these issues. But just the way it organizes and sets things up, and then it's fucking horrible. And it should not be called Illustrator. It should be called Tracer.
Bucket Tracer.
So, you know, every now and then I have to delve into vector shit. And so when I do, I use Infinity Designer now. It's not perfect, but it's more intuitive.
Fair enough.
But you know, my art style doesn't really depend upon having access to the latest fucking features. Like my process is fairly simple.
Super simple. That's why everyone does it that way.
No one does it this way.
Right, because it's not simple.
Yeah, I like pen and paper too, man. But you know, there are realities to production, and pen and paper don't cut it with studio. So, you know. Pain in the ass. Believe me, the minute I don't have to use it, I'll give it up willingly. I don't care for Creative Cloud.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, look, if Jack Kirby and these guys had access to this shit back in the day, they would have used it.
Yeah.
You know? I should always keep one hand on traditional stuff because you can sell it. However, for production, dude, like it just like there's just no time. Like if things could be done, if people didn't mind waiting 10 years for everything, then hey, you know?
Right.
It's caused problems. I think they overproduce in production. Especially like Hollywood, having worked on a few projects over that way, they overproduce.
Huh.
And so, because you can iterate quickly, sometimes they overdo it. So, when I say sometimes, I mean most times. So, and it tends to breed more outlandish designs just to try and outdo. And really, it should come down more to parity and shape and stuff. This is why when you see like new ships in Star Trek, they always you just look at that silhouette and you can tell it's put together by a Photoshop brush, and they put it next to like a ship that was designed in the 70s when someone had to manually carve a basic shape out and then stick stuff on top, and you're like, hey, I could see the basic shape. And we're trying to find the new shape, so they're like, here are bug shapes. That's why you end up with all those stupid fucking bug-looking ships in the Clone Wars.
Hmm.
Yeah, you lay out your page digitally, print it out, and then do all your stuff traditionally. Like, kind of makes sense. As I found out in the 90s. People were like, you're crazy. It's cheating. Cheating. How did, what? You should just, I remember when I was a kid, some fucking asshole told me, you should just be able to draw it and never have to look anything. You know? You just know what a rabbit looks like. Yeah, I was like, fucking dicks. It was some guy was drawing, I was like Superman or someone flying, and he was going upside down, and I rotated the page, and he was like, you should just be able to draw them in any position. And I was like, oh, okay. So I sat there for 4 hours trying to, I'm like, fuck this. I turned the page over, got the drawing done. You know? I'm not gonna have some dudes who fucking don't draw tell me.
Shit. All right.
Because people think they know what being an artist is like. So they give people a bunch of stupid ass art advice. why I don't make the "How to Be an Artist in 7 Easy Steps" video series. You know.
Right. Kyle says the stuff he draws looks nothing like anything anyone's ever seen.
I texted Kyle the other day. I was like, we should do those parody movies back in the day, like Airplane, and
Yep.
we should do one with Jaws, but make it all claymation. Like that's how the Meg should have been made. The Meg should have been made in claymation. So, you know what I mean? Like when people are getting eaten, like it's clay guts being thrown everywhere.
Right.
And they're like trying to grab their guts and put them back in. Like, no, I need that. No, no, don't get my spine. Call it chomps. Big goofy shark.
Can I be in it?
It's claymation.
Yeah, can I be a character in it?
You can be the potato.
I'm cool with that. Stream me on the boat to lure them.
The fish and chip stand. You'll be.
It's fish and baked potatoes.
It's chips.
Oh yeah, Kyle. Rob loves to text you no matter what time of night it is.
Mm-hmm.
He says, I got that text from Rob at 1 a.m. He also suggested Muppet-style Swamp Thing. I was wondering if he was drunk texting me. No.
Nope. No, I seriously was just sitting there thinking, like, I think a Swamp Thing show all done in puppets would be genius. Big fuzzy plant Swamp Thing.
Which we covered in this week's weekly podcast.
Can have a hot chick fall in there, give a real hot chick, and then we're surrounded by the puppets. Classic Henson.
Yep. We cover a lot of ideas in this week's weekly podcast here on the Sketchcraft channel. They're all on there, Armando. You got to listen to it.
Oh, yeah. All the ideas. All the genius fucking...
Rob had a great idea for a Batman story, which we're not going to discuss right now. If you want to hear Rob's pitch, if he were to do a Batman comic book, you can hear it on the weekly
They don't say it like that. It's going to make those fucking assholes like, here's what you do for the movie. You go over here. How do you get it? That's all these fucking stupid fan lore things. Like, you know what? What you do for a movie? Sit back and let Warner Bros. Fuck it up. That's what you do. It's my pitch. We fucked this way up.
I think what we really need is another Batman origin story. Like, forget just going right into the character. We need to go back to the roots. Straight origin story.
I think
again.
we should just go full 60s. Just bring back all that shit. Actual tights. I screwed that up.
Psychotech, stop giving away all the goods. Then people aren't going to want to listen to the weekly podcast. Duh.
Oh, yeah. All 96 of them.
Kyle says, is anyone, I mean anyone, excited for the Joker movie?
Joaquin Phoenix.
I liked him. I liked him as Johnny Cash. He's a good actor. He walks the line.
He walks the line. Yeah, I did that wrong. It's at the end of episode 2. Yeah, I love the fuckers. So Joe Quesada's been going after those guys today, and and this one dude, they got into it. I'm a veteran, and you guys said he. I love these fucking guys who are like, I'm a veteran, and you can't fucking argue with me. I'm like, there's something called selfless service in the military. Where we don't fucking ask to be thanked. And I just think there's a whole grip of these motherfuckers who never got that fucking memo drilled into them too fucking much. They just like to remind you every fucking day about how, like, oh, I'm a veteran, and that means I can go there on fucking YouTube and harass fucking artists all I want. And I'm just like, look, first off, I'm a veteran. So, like, I learned to do my job in the military in 16 weeks. If I could learn to be an artist in 16 weeks, I might give you, this is not the same fucking kind of job, bro. Second of all, shut the fuck up with the whole, like, I'm a veteran and I gotta fucking be worshipped because I gave up I mean, a lot of these fucking guys, man, a lot of them, dude, spend most of their time fucking drinking, spend a lot of time blowing their money on alcohol and booze and farting around on the taxpayer's dime. So it's like, I just stop acting like whatever happened to selfless service, whatever happened to the fucking, hey, we did it because so you guys don't have to, but we're gonna remind you every 3 fucking seconds. And what does that have to do with? Well, remember Big Lebowski when everything becomes off Vietnam? He's like, Walter, what does this? Not everything's about Vietnam. My friends didn't die in the mug. So, well, no, dude, not really. I mean, not literally. Like, not everything's about Vietnam. Like, the military ain't all about, like, Navy SEAL shit. It ain't all fucking how you see it. A lot of it's downtime, Even today. So, shut the fuck up, Donnie. Not everything. And quite frankly, these comic gators, dude, if they were in the military today and they were talking to people like that, all you got to do is show their first line and they would get Article 15s for talking to civilians that way. Because you're held under the Universal Code of Military Justice. You don't have the constitutional rights when you're in the military. To this day, I kind of don't have full constitutional rights. Because I can be called back at any fucking time by the military for any fucking reason and I got to go. They can't just conscript you. Congress has to vote for fucking drafting laws and shit like that for it to happen. So, it's like, I don't understand this other than, there's a lot of fucking assholes in the military. And they eventually get out and stay being assholes. And then they use their military service as a fucking shield to protect them from people's fucking scrutiny. The dude does not abide. Later.
Later, Armando.
They can draft Brandon to do whatever the fuck they want. If they wanted to set a bunch of people to die and Brandon had to run the fucking coffee, then they could. You can wear a CVC helmet. As long as you can wear a CVC helmet, you can be deployed. That's what eventually got me my medical out. 3.5 years into my 4-year thing was that my back prevented I fucked up my T-spine. So I can't put, a 25-pound fucking helmet on. So I couldn't ride a motorcycle if I wanted to. I can't be wearing giant helmets on my neck. Not that I want to ride a motorcycle, but it's one of the many fucking things I can't do. Yeah, if a guy in active military gear walks up there and starts shit with you, all you gotta do is get a hold of his first line, and that motherfucker's in trouble. like, they're held to a higher standard.
Yeah.
I like all the people on my feeds now with the no NFL fucking. That's great. That's wonderful. Because their Cheeto in chief fucking told them that they shouldn't like the NFL now, so now they don't like the NFL. They loved it before, but now they don't. Like what Bill Burr say the other day about fucking Nike. They're like, all these guys hate Nike now, but not when the little kids were sewing that fucking shit up themselves. Before that, child labor laws, no problem. That's pro business.
Right.
It's hilarious. Then he was going off about first responders and 9/11. Same fucking deal. Ever since 9/11, everything's a first responder issue. Except when those responders show up and murder you in your fucking living room because they got the wrong fucking number. And no one's held accountable to it. It's just not happening to enough Americans. Once it starts happening to like white people on a regular basis, and it will, then they'll fucking be like, damn, gotta stop this.
Well, thanks everybody for watching this art podcast, this art video. We're also giving you some life lessons.
I don't care if people believe me. I vote. You don't have to believe one fucking thing I say. Just know that I believe in what I believe in, and I'm voting on it. So, I put my money where my mouth is. And I serve, so I know. I can say, these guys are fucking posers. As if there were no fucking Democrats in the goddamn military. As if a Democrat didn't lead this nation through World War II. I don't know, man. Greatest generation, except for a gimp president. I've heard this bullshit before, man. He was a socialist. Fucking stupid. I've lost a lot of my military friends because I don't fucking toe their line. But you know what, man? I didn't toe their line when I was in the Army. I was like, what's changed? Nothing's changed for me. They just think I'm supposed to join their little fucking cult of stupid.
Yep.
One thing about me, folks, is I'm consistent.
Consistently angry.
I hate when people fucking pretend to be something or use it. Just look, if you believe in something, say you believe in it. Don't fucking use, well, I was a this or I used to hear shit like I was in an art department once. I had to hear this fucking dude tell me that he can use, because they kept using military like nomenclature, like pull the trigger, shit, and these little phrases, And I was like, look, man, I'm the only fucking, and one day I said, we were working on military shit. I said, I'm the only fucking dude here who's actually served, and I don't talk like this. Don't pretend to be a soldier while we're at work, and it's getting annoying hearing you guys all sit around talk like you're in the military. No one here is in the military. If I wanted to be in the military, I'd go back. I don't understand why you're doing it. And they went, well, my father was in the Army. I'm like, my father was in the Navy 25 years. I'm like, okay, but you haven't been in it for fucking 25 seconds. So I don't fucking, grandfather was in the Navy. The fuck does that? Well, I had to grow up a Navy brat. That doesn't mean what does that mean? You had to move? You know? Hence the term brat. Why don't we talk about it? It's a bunch of kids that didn't have their father around. So, so they would say that they would act like fucking unruly because their fucking parents weren't there to fucking monitor them all the time. And I think, yeah, I think you were a fucking brat. Spoiled little shit fucker. Like, don't.
So you are excited for the Joker movie, is what you're saying?
I don't understand why they're making a Joker movie. And Doom Patrol is a fucking TV series, and Teen Titans is a teen series, but a Joker movie is a motion picture. I don't understand that logic. The Joker movie should be on DC Direct, and Teen Titans should be a fucking movie. Call me crazy, you know? Or maybe not, because there's so many characters in the Teen Titans that have to do a bunch of movies, but that would require some initiative and effort.
Brain Gamer's going to bed. Say bye, Rob.
Later. And they couldn't figure out Justice League. So, I mean, this company made... I waited 10 years for that Justice League movie. 10 years. A little more.
There were some good parts.
10 fucking years I waited that fucking movie. And when we got it, some good parts. They couldn't even figure out how to make Flash run. Never seen the why can't he just run? Runs in the most awkward way imaginable.
He's skating, Rob, through space and time.
It's so dumb looking. I see what I'm trying to do with this. I mean, I can't wait for all the people in the movie theater to go, when's Batman showing up? It's coming, dude. When's Batman? Why isn't Batman in the Joker movie? Can't wait. And what? And all the nerds are going to have to go, well, you see, it's because it's an Elseworlds film and in a DC comic. Be fucked. Do
all the nerds also want some Jello pudding?
As John Schnepp would say, it's because it's out of continuity. Just fucking.
Kyle's going to bed too.
We really, really needed to know why the Joker became the Joker.
Bye, Kyle. I shall miss you.
Because having already seen that once in Tim Burton's Batman movie, I just didn't get enough of it.
Would you watch a Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson, Batman, Joker, old people movie?
I already did. It's called Batman. Jack Nicholson was like 50 years old in that movie. He's fat, too. Big, fat Joker.
All right, how about now? Mike Keaton back as Batman, the Joker maybe on life support, something crazy.
No.
Creepy.
I mean, there was supposed to be a sequence supposedly originally in the first draft of Batman, where they were going to make Batman triumphant with Joel Schumacher, and it was going to feature the Scarecrow, and they were going to bring Jack Nicholson back as the Joker in a hallucination. And back in 1998, I was like, let it go. It's time to start over, man.
I need to grab an ice pack. I'll be right back.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I could do. Batman Beyond would be one of them, but Not gonna happen, apparently. Because we gotta make a gritty Joker movie set in the 80s. Yay, us. Can't wait. Can't wait. It's gonna be the best. Looking forward to that. I had hoped that, that's how they would have done even the Nolan movies. It could have come back. Batman, if they had taken the story of The Dark Knight Rises and split it into two films, called the first one Nightfall and the second one The Dark Knight Returns, and then you make the next one 10 years later with Batman Beyond, you could get there. Even now they could get there. They could just, go there, but they're not going to do that. So, I mean, luckily, we're all going to get to see this sooner than later, right? Joker movie's filming right now, so can't wait. Should be fun. Just what everybody wanted. You don't know what you want, Rob. Yeah. It's like the time they made that Catwoman movie. All I know, man, is there's not going to be any Batman in there. It's going to confuse the fuck out of people. I mean, it's going to confuse people. I know licensing pretty well. Yep, it'll be done and over with sooner than later. Let's just get past it. Let's get it over with, folks. Let's rip this Band-Aid quickly so they can learn their fucking lesson. Exactly. Best thing for everybody. I'm just glad I lived through the 90s when they made a lot of shitty superhero things. So, I can accept that there's going to be some good ones and some shitty ones. So I don't get too up in arms about it. It's like, oh, they made a shitty. Well, That'll be fun, you know? I think it's a shame because I really enjoyed the Batman universe and I don't understand why it's so hard to make a Batman movie. But I felt the same way about the Punisher. It shouldn't be hard to do this. They've made a million fucking vigilante films in the 70s. Why is it so hard to make this fucking guy? And it took the right format, the Netflix for that to work. So it's like, you know, but I don't know, man. Luckily there's so much other cool shit to fucking watch, whatever. And I had to live through Batman and Robin, so we've seen worse, right? I mean, there's been plenty of bad fantasy films, man. You know, everything from Aragorn, Johnny Mnemonic. There've been some shitty. Everyone gets their day. It's gonna happen. The question is like, how consistently bad can they continue to make these? It takes a lot of effort. It's like a colossal waste of time. Yeah, and they plan like a bunch of those too from the get. So, yeah, that was the whole idea. Great books, but man, I got through the first three and I was like, this is amazing. And then I get to the fourth novel and it takes 4 chapters before it gets back to the storyline. And they added in all this. I was like, why is he adding in a bunch of extra characters with, ugh, I just had to stop. It's a shame. So, you know,
Yep. I miss all kind of good stuff.
No, but I'm going to be getting off here soon. I got to go to the gym.
Wait. What?
You know, you act like I don't, but I went to the gym consistently for the longest time. I started going outside because I was getting no vitamin D. And I live in an environment now where we have mega winters and super summers. So now I just can't go outside to work out. I can go for walking, but it's not giving me enough exercise. So now I have to go and sit in a fucking stupid enclosed area. And I just don't enjoy it. I sit in my room enough, Brandon. That's why I don't like going to a gym. You
All
know?
right.
Like I sit in an enclosed, you know, but there's just no way around. I can't allow the weather. What if it's super summers and fucked up winters every year? What if that's just the
All
new
right.
norm, you know? So,
Well, since you live there, yeah, it is.
yeah, all right. That's why I said, well, it must be my fault. You know, I did this. I'll clean up this blade tomorrow. I don't. I don't want to just keep making Warhammer style weapons. I wanted to do my own take on one of those. So I'll go with the traditional and then my own version.
Psycho says he hates gyms as well.
But gotta go, folks. If you don't get circulation in your legs, then you're gonna lose them. So.
Before I got hurt, I liked the gym.
Brandon's gonna be a mall walker. He keeps injuring himself. That'll be your instead of your fucking exercise. So I'm not going to injure myself. I just go and do some cardio.
Well, I didn't hurt myself.
Get a good
at the
sweat
gym.
up for about 30, 40 minutes, and then I come back, take a shower, go back to work. All right, I'll be on in the morning tomorrow between, afternoon between 3 and 6, and we will be working on color pencil. And we'll be doing this every other day. So tomorrow will be color pencil, and then the day after, Darksiders, and so forth and so forth. So we'll continue this like that. So
I won't be on tomorrow night.
okay then.
I'll tell you later.
Anything else? Anything else, Brandon?
No.
Got anything else to say? Nothing. That's it.
Follow
Ready?
me on Twitch.
Oh, yeah,
Mega
follow him
Potato
on
Show.
Twitch. Tater Twitch.
Mega Potato Show.
The Mega Potato Show. All right, everybody, talk about it.
Bye.
Sad taters. Tater sads. Sads, blank screen. Darkness. Every superhero needs darkness.